Hi everyone, welcome to the Thinking Crypto YouTube channel. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy. Guys, I've got some very big news here. So Binance Exchange is launching a Bitcoin mining pool. This is really big news, and if you've been a subscriber of this channel, we've been talking about the Bitcoin mining wars that are heating up, guys. Over the past few months, I've done videos on mining startups that are happening here in the US, talking about the US looking to steal that mining power from China. And we know about Whinstone, I should say, in Texas, which would be the world's largest mining farm once it's completed. Over $150 million invested. We've talked about Fidelity hiring Bitcoin mining engineers across the US. We've looked at the LinkedIn job postings, right? If you guys remember seeing those videos. So big things are happening. A lot of money still being invested into Bitcoin mining. The Bitcoin halving is coming up in May. I know under the current economic climate, I don't know what impact it's going to have as it's had in years before. Things may be delayed, right? Just because there's fear across the board. But nevertheless, the building in this crypto market continues, and Binance is doing a lot of building and investing lately, guys. Notice their Binance card they launched. They are set to acquire CoinMarketCap, and now they're launching a mining pool. So Binance is planning to launch its own mining pool, a first for the popular crypto exchange. The news was broken Tuesday by the Russian crypto news publication CoinLife, and later confirmed by three sources in the mining business. Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao tweeted about the pool on Wednesday. So here's his tweet saying it is not an April Fool's joke. So he says, yes, it's coming. And he says here, not an April Fool's joke. So it is certainly coming, guys, and more money is being invested in Bitcoin and the mining of it. Now, there are maximalists for other coins who don't like Bitcoin. I am not a maximalist of any coin. I personally diversify. I hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP being my number one. And Bitcoin, even though it's slow, it's costly to use, right? It doesn't have great utility. Transactions per seconds are not great. It is being used as a store of value, a digital gold, a hedge against other markets, and big money continues to invest in it. So I follow the money, right? And not my emotions or my feelings. And I know, there's not going to be one winner in this market. There's going to be multiple winners. Will everything be a winner? Obviously not. There's going to be failures, just like in the dot-com boom, right? You had a lot of failures, but you had your winners: Google, Amazon, Netflix, and so on and so forth. You guys know about this. So the company has hired some professionals for this purpose, some of them former Bitmain employees, Bitmain being like the largest mining company based out of China. The launch is planned for Q2 2020. So this is coming soon, guys, and it's exciting to see more investment into the market, and Binance will have really a lot of controls here. I don't know if that's good or bad. It all depends how things progress. I am going to be interviewing CZ in the coming weeks here. I'm in contact with the PR folks at Binance, and we are working on setting up a time. So I'll ask him about that and maybe some of the concerns you guys have. So if you have questions, head over to my Twitter profile and respond to my tweet, guys, where I asked, what would you like me to ask CZ? So I'll be interviewing him, so make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Now, moving ahead, I always like to highlight that crypto is global, and that's what makes it so appealing, but also the fact that average Joes, such as you and myself, can invest in crypto. We don't have to be accredited investors like in the investment worlds of past. Anyone from any country, if they have access to an exchange and even a mobile smartphone, they can invest in crypto, and it opens up so many opportunities for capital to come into this market, let alone the big money that is getting in. So Nigeria becomes the 8th African nation to welcome Bitcoin ATMs. And when you think about what happens in some of the African countries with certain government setups and so forth, crypto is going to offer a way for people to get out of that and get some sort of banking, right? Because many of them are unbanked. So Africa's largest country has welcomed its first Bitcoin ATM. Blockstale BTM, the company that installed the ATM in the Dazey Lounge and Bar in Lagos State plans to launch more than 30 more terminals across Nigeria. Here's a quote. Despite all the legal uncertainties about cryptocurrencies in Nigeria, Nigerians happen to be the highest crypto traders in Africa. Blockstale's chief executive and founder, Daniel Kunle, I apologize if I butchered that, but he is certainly doing some great work there, and the people are interested in it, guys. And like I said, there's currency devaluation and problems with governments there, but this offers them the people a way to be their own bank, so to speak. So really, really cool. Now, some interesting news around XRP here, guys. Many of you know there's lawsuits against Ripple about XRP being a security, about how the whole process of things went about in how the market moved. And obviously, because XRP is tied to a company, they're trying to go after it, even though the market moves with Bitcoin, right? We know the market goes up and down, and everything, all altcoins pretty much move with Bitcoin. So XRP is not decoupled as yet, and there's been a lot of lawsuits, kind of frivolous, kind of nonsense. Now these guys are trying to change things up to try to cover all their bases to see how can they win this lawsuit. So amended lawsuit against Ripple now offers a theory that XRP may not be a security. So which one is it? Is it security or not? Right? I'm talking from the perspective of these guys, but they're just trying to get money. And this is interesting. The 2-year, excuse me, let me back up here. The 2-year class action lawsuit here, which claims Ripple, a blockchain payments infrastructure firm, violated securities rules with its sales and marketing of XRP crypto, has been refiled with additional claims to back up the case that Ripple and its CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, had undertaken unfair or fraudulent business practices. The suit with former XRP investor Bradley Sustak has as lead plaintiff, was brought on behalf of all investors who purchase XRP tokens issued and sold by Ripple. It alleges a scheme to raise millions of dollars through sales of unregistered security XRP to retail investors. According to a court document filed on March 25th, see below, a sixth claim for relief asserts false advertising in violation of California's business law. Notably, this amendment appears to see the plaintiffs hedging their original case, stating this claim is made under the alternative theory that XRP is not a security. So once again, they're trying to see where they can win and putting in different versions. But we know XRP is not a security. We've covered it on this channel, many of other YouTubers as well, given the current nature, the distribution, how things were set up, and these guys are really just trying to go after the company to get as much money as possible. I hold XRP in my portfolio, and there was a lot of FUD and going on for years, even from the folks at Coinbase, and people were asking, why are you not listing XRP? And they would allude to it being like a security, and then lo and behold, they listed it. And I think that was a big smoking gun, and I've said it many times. If XRP was a security, and Ripple XRP is the number 3 crypto, the SEC hasn't even touched them, hasn't gone after them. And they've been going after other projects, right? Do you think they would ignore the number 3, which is getting a lot of visibility with a company tied to it? That's because it's not. And we know a lot of the respective crypto regulations that are coming will help provide clarity and guidance. And I know like the SEC talked about a crypto, kind of a crypto safe haven, so to speak, for the, if when a company started, they released a token, it could have been a security at one point, but then eventually become not a security. Those are the things in motion, and that's why I believe the SEC hasn't come after them. And it doesn't matter what you and I say. We could say it is a security, not a security. The SEC hasn't done anything, so it's on the side of it not being a security, right? So you got to think about that. Now, finally here, guys, Coinbase invests 1.1 million USDC, the stablecoin, in Uniswap PoolTogether via its Bootstrap Fund. So this is interesting, speaks to more of the investment, right? Cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has invested 1.1 million USDC in Uniswap and PoolTogether in an effort to facilitate the two protocols' growth. The awards were issued through Coinbase's USDC Bootstrap Fund, which was originally launched in September of last year. According to a previous announcement post, the fund aims to support decentralized finance DeFi projects by investing directly into smart protocols. Guys, DeFi is going to be huge. Ethereum is a big part of that. That is why I hold Ethereum Tezos in my portfolio. But that's where we're headed to, guys, decentralized finance. So interesting move here by Coinbase. I'm sure, they actually invest in a lot of things. It's surprisingly. And it makes sense. They have the cash and they're trying to kind of double dip. They're an exchange offering a service, making money there, but they're also investing in a lot of different hardware and software and services and solutions to make profits that way as well. So I'm certainly excited about the future of this market. We just got to get through this whole pandemic nonsense and the economy get back to normal, and we will see continual growth. But this is why I tried to share the facts with you of who's investing what, what is the big money doing, what are the governments doing. All signs are pointing to the growth and maturation of this market. And guys, don't forget, I will be interviewing CZ. So if you have any questions, head over to my Twitter account, follow me, and reply to the tweet, or leave your questions in the comments section below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please share this video if you found it helpful, and I'll talk to you all later.